Alright, this is Top Gun #1 from the year of 1997. I'm happy. Are you happy? Me, I am very happy. This comic has got a fold out recap page. And you should be happy too, because this is a brilliant series. The art for it is by Cheung. This is before he got all famous. After this, he moved out to Excellent Force. We looked at one of the issues that he did art for, the one with Mary Sue Moonchild and the Demon Bear. And back then, you could actually meet deadlines. This is Top Gun, the title star. He is a good character. He got dumped hard after the 90s were over, and he almost never appears anymore. But this series is really fantastic. There are some tiny morsels of backstory and continuity that you need to know. It is all covered here. That is why these recap pages are perfect. The key issues that this series builds on, they are a Top Gun one-shot from 1995. It's by a different creative team. That introduces this woman. And then there is Excellent Men Limitless #8, which introduces this lad. And then there's also Excellent Men Limitless 15, that establishes Top Gun's relationship with him, and off leads into this series. You don't have to read them. Everything is covered here. This woman, she's a love interest. She also has some latent psychic mutant powers. She actually has a backstory and a character to her. Her mum was killed by Saberclaw, and now she wants to hunt him down for vengeance. In that one shot, it was written by Barry Hamner, who was writing Wolfman at the time. The one shot, it introduced her and set up her story and stuff. She had tracked down Top Gun and wanted his help hunting Saberclaw. Then another member of our cast is occasional teenage superhero Drive Shaft. His name is Charlie, and Charlie is a character who sadly went nowhere. I think I own every single one of his appearances. He is a mutie with electricity powers. He was introduced in Excellent Men Limitless 8. He wound up not going into the Excellent Men school on account of him also having mutie AIDS. That's pretty much how he met up with Top Gun. Top Gun was also suffering from mutie AIDS, and the two of them bonded and developed a close friendship. After this series, Charlie, he goes on to join the New Warriors. That's when he becomes Drive Shaft. And then in 2004, Top Gun is killed off, and Charlie briefly becomes the new Top Gun, but then he dies as well. Total waste of a character. He was also in the Wolfman film, Wolfman Origines, everyone's favourite Wolfman film. He was played by Charlie off of Lost, and that is why I am calling him Charlie. And this last down here is introduced in this issue, so anything you need to know about her is in this comic. And here we got out all the backstory from those issues I said. This is an excellent series though. They really go above and beyond in making Top Gun into a good book. Like, you could think that a book from this period about a C-list excellent men supporting character, it would be like one of them half-hearted, mediocre books. But we have got great scripts, we have got great ideas, we've got great execution, we've got great art. And what we do with the book is a nice mix of superheroics and espionage stuff. Great splash image of Top Gun here, although with very badly placed caption boxes. Something had gone wrong somewhere, I suppose. So out here we see how he is suffering from mutie AIDS. His face has started going all like this. He's not doing too well in terms of his health. I'm trying not to spoil this because this gets a strong recommend from me. I think you should go and read this whole series. It's all good. And it doesn't abruptly end either. The writing, it was on the wall for the series, so they get to give it a nice proper ending. Another good thing about this series is that it never succumbs to the need to drag in pointless guest stars to try and help sell it. We do have Wolfman in one issue, but that makes sense. He is part of Top Gun's continuity. It's not like a trick to bring him in. It's one of them rare cases where Wolfman is actually appropriate. We also have Saberclaw. He appears a few times. Like Wolfman, it makes sense for the book, and we've got a character whose whole story revolves around him. And then the other guest stars, they're not like flashy ones. We've got Alpha Strike in one issue when Top Gun goes to Canada. We have got Captain Russia when he goes to Russia. There's not like one where he teams up with Spider-Man or the Hulk or even the Excellent Men. And of the 12 issues, there is only one that does not have some art by Sam Cheung, issue number 10. The last two issues, they kind of cheat around that, but he still does do art for them. We've got some really great character drama in this with Top Gun, some brilliant art. Really, check this one out. If you add on though, there's an advert somewhere. Here we go. Marvel, they did a bunch of new series in 1997. They were all cancelled fairly quickly, barring the first two. We have got Thunderbars by Kurt Busiek. That one is awful, but it'll get much better when Kurt Busiek leaves. Then we have got Dead Pills. I never really read Dead Pills, but people like it. Then we have got this one. This is by John Ostrich. It got cancelled at issue 14. Alpha Strike cancelled at issue 12. This book, Top Gun, cancelled at issue 12. Quasar by Martin Quaid, cancelled at issue 14. Funny how Martin Quaid gets 2 extra issues over an actually good series. Swamp Thing by Jim Tomatoes, cancelled at issue 8. And then Spider-Man Team Up, cancelled at issue 11. But here we have got super spy action stuff with Top Gun swinging down a grappling line. And I really didn't want to spoil this, so I'm just like skipping around and not talking about the plot. Even though it's not like a big secret plot with a huge twist ending or big surprises or out like that. I just think you'll enjoy this more reading it yourself. I do want to talk about, where is he? Charlie. They have a nice little dynamic, Top Gun and Charlie. Charlie is like a sick teenage boy who has latched on to Top Gun because they are both suffering from the same disease. I was honestly upset when they killed Charlie off. He was a good character, and for me, he was like a point of view character. I got these books when I was younger, just be glad that I didn't ruin them by trying to draw on them or colouring stuff in. I had to toss out loads of Spider-Man comics because I'd tried to colour Spider-Man's costume in with a black felt tip pen so that it would be more like his black costume. But when I got these, I didn't really understand them or follow them. The plotting and stuff like that was mostly out of me head or whatever. I really only got them because Top Gun, he was in the Excellent Men cartoon and that. But I was Charlie's age, so he was kind of the one that I saw myself in. Especially like a few years later when I went back and read them and understood them and stuff. Charlie, he was always the one that I kind of gravitated towards. Hashtag bring back Charlie, you all, everybody. We also did some stuff about Top Gun's backstory and mysteries like, Oh, did he kill his first wife? Did he betray a Wolfman and Saberclaw on a mission? So, stuff like that. Oh, and it's got a wraparound cover. That's not bad. The reason it's not bad is because without that, see this? This is still a good cover. There's like no random bits crossing over. This works as a cover without the other half. And then this off, it just like shows extra pieces of the story. It shows the other characters. Good book this. Should I look at another issue? Comment down below if you want to see some more of it. And if I do review some more of this series or another issue, I'll probably go more in depth. I just didn't want to give it all away because you should check this one out yourself. You will enjoy it. I rate it 7 thumbs up.